Well, looking for something different to make for this channel, I just happened to stumble across this item. It's basically 100% juice fruit punch, not a drink, which means it's basically some juice and a lot of water. And I thought I'd go ahead and see if I can make a wine out of this. So what I've got here are three 1.5 quart containers of fruit punch, 2 cups of sugar. I'm going to use about a half a teaspoon of bread yeast. Yes, this is going to be a bread yeast recipe. Something to ferment it in. In this case, I've got a 4-liter carboy. And if you've got one, an airlock with bung should do it. And that's what I say. That's what I'm going to use to make this wine. Now, the first thing we want to do is add in our 2 cups of sugar. Having done that, we can now go ahead and add in the first of our bottles of juice. Let's go ahead and add in our second one, and that should bring us up to 3 quarts. Now, using whatever preferred method you have for mixing up sugar and liquid, we're going to go ahead and get this incorporated. All right, I think that's enough of that. Let's go ahead and add in some of our juice from our third container just to bring our levels up a bit. Now I'm stopping it there because when it starts to ferment, it's going to start foaming up. It might start foaming up and working its way up through the neck, on out through the airlock, and next thing you know, it's leaping out on your floor, and it creates quite a mess. So I'm going to stop it there for now. In a day or so, we're going to go ahead and fill it out with some of the remaining juice up to about that level there, and that should do it. Of course, this part was highly optional, but if you need to know, you need to know. I came in with a hydrometer reading of 1.086. To start the actual process of making wine, we need to add in our yeast. I'm using a half a teaspoon of bread yeast. That should be more than enough to get this process started. Don't need to bloom it, just going to dump it in and let it do its own work. Put in our airlock, or maybe not, because I forgot to put the liquid in the airlock to keep bugs and whatnot from getting in. So let me go ahead and fill it up to the levels. Now that I've properly filled the airlock with the necessary water, liquid, to the marks, we can go ahead and insert, and this process is now well underway. Okay, it's now the following day. Didn't seem like fermentation went buck wild and crazy, so we're going to go ahead and add in some more of our juice to bring our levels up. And just a quick look at how fermentation is going so far. This is the rate of CO2 production, which translates loosely into the rate of alcohol production. Okay, let me start by taking off my airlock. And let's just use a funnel this time. And let's just bring this up a bit. I say right there is good enough. Get the phone off. Put our put our air put our airlock back on. And go ahead and let this process continue on. I'll set it aside as closet where it's nice and fairly cool. And I'll check on it in a couple of weeks. And as I said earlier, usually I like to let my wine ferment for a year, but it's entirely up to you. The longer you wait, generally the better it gets. And we'll see it during the tasting. So until then, I'll see you.